Welcome to a zerok 3 vs 3 between Notung in the orange with cloakbots, in the yellow Masper with rovers, and their last teammate over here, Asenan, or like, Isanen, in the red with shieldbots. Very spread out, which means very easy to get a lot of eco, versus over here we've got in the blue with cloakbots. It's Moji, like Moji. In the teal, it's Catastrophe. In the teal with rovers. And with hovers, actually, North Chilean G. Right, in the pink, purple it is. So, technically not a very even match, but let's be honest, it's a Palladium, so it's high level, so it's, the ranks are all pretty much the same, so it's not a very uneven match. But according to like Nightwish, the game thing, it was like 75 to 25% chance for victory. Something like that. Anyways, we've got hover versus shield effectively. Because at least that's the difference in the factories that they've got. We've got one hover, we've got one shield. Over here, raiding thus far, very good for the Mambo clan. And they are probably even in, like, TeamSpeak. No, in Mumble, I should say, because that's voice chat. That's the word I'm looking for. Because that's what their whole clan is about. Hope they're not talking to the enemy, though. And over here, forward, not left. Right. How about you just defend your base, because, well, there are daggers behind, cloakbots in front, and all that. Talking a little bit more about the map, it's a very flat map, that's why we see hovers, that's why we see rovers. But also, we see a dead commander over here. I don't even have time to talk about anything. Okay, goodbye, commander. Yes, dead indeed. Right. It's a very large map, and it has a lot of metal. Each of these metal extractors worth 2.3, which already is quite a bit. And because of that, we've already got 50 economy for south and 43 for north. As I said, the way they spread out is very good for their economy, for Team South. Whereas, well, Team North has a very easy to defend base, because, well, everything is close together. So they can go in, harass, raid, and don't need a lot of defenses at home. Over here we just got a couple of raiders fighting each other. Dagger not really getting the best shots in, but over here we've got a very scary force. We've got Blue and Magi and Cloakbot and Dead Factory. Right, Masper, I expected better of you. But maybe you just don't thrive in these conditions, you don't like team games maybe, I don't know. Or it's that you were focusing over here on your own attempt at raiding. Ripper trying to defend the Masons, and currently it is still alive, this little Mason at 23 HP. But watch out, because, well, North team has caught up in economy, and their attrition is really good. This position quite fortified with like 4 loaders and double picket. Over here, well, that's one fencer down, but only one little glaive remains. Not sure how long that's going to stay there for. Over here, bandit will get shot at, but don't die. This one might actually be able to get into the base. Then what? Because behind, well, there isn't that much in terms of defense. There's like one loader's here, so for just one bandit, it's well enough defended. But maybe they can go all the way around and take this max, but like, that's about it. Over here, plate me please, because of course it's a team game, you can plate, because that gets you into the action quicker once your factory goes down, or if your factory goes down. Mason over here will just barely be saved, and over here, bandits will die soon. But not to those daggers, to the bowlers. Over here, commander not been reclaimed yet. Looking from top 700 here, like couple hundred there. So, well, if they're able to spend it, which currently they're not, South team should be able to pull ahead in economy quite easily. And over here we do have rogues starting to pile up. We've got one Ripper, back from when Masper was rovers, of course, which would deal very good damage to these glaives. So, starting to see a little bit of a later game composition over here. It is one Reaver and mainly glaives. Going to stay like that for a long time. Masper going for just glaives. Maybe they get the like dedicated raider role of the team. Maybe, not sure. And over here, what do you have? Well, you're starting with just rogues. Over here, you don't plan on doing anything yet. And Masper also going into shields. Right. Pressure with flanking group. Yep, there are... Well, this is a bit of a flank. Watch it with the Ripper. You need to have the Ripper where the glaives are. And, well, Reaver as well. Because this is a scary glaive bot. That's 24 glaives. 25th coming in. Over here we do have rovers going to sit there. Not attack yet. But what can these little glaives do? It's a lot of them. And they do a lot of DPS. There aren't any defenses here. Over here we do have like Scorchers fighting a little bit, but honestly Scorchers would probably be able to take that one Ripper. And you find it out over here, right. Not sure what Masper is signaling on the other side. They might want you to go in there with that bandit, but not completely sure. Now pulling all of the forces back, including the rogues, even though they probably won't hit, could give an opportunity for Mambo Clan on the front. Though, of course, Asanen does still have quite a couple of units over there, including rogues and bandits. Over here, Scorchers do a little bit of damage. And honestly, delaying would not be a bad idea for Mambo Clan. Blink's coming out now, so maybe the attrition will become way better soon. And oh, I missed it, but this is very bad. This looks like the work of an imp. And there is a second imp, and all of those glaives get cleaned up. The time investment, especially for these rogues, might still be worth it, but that is 600 reclaim that you've just given to the enemy. Over here we do have another very dead commander. That's already 2 commanders down for Team South. And you didn't use that many Scorchers to do so. But I'm not completely sure if it was worth it attrition wise. We do see that South team has got better attrition than they had before because of the Raider Ball in their base. It was like 69, now 78. And army numbers looking quite healthy. Though not sure. Well, this side, that's very nice for slings. I mean, no units, just defenses. As in like turrets. Static defenses. Those are easy pickings for artillery. Which means that on the east side, well, here we've got like raiders going in, taking down economy. On the west side, slings should be taking down the defenses slowly but surely. After that, these glaives might be able to run in there. Reavers, IDPS might be able to run in there. Though, maybe it's a little bit quick, because most of them are still getting heavily damaged or even cleaned up before actually engaging. Stinger now down. But watch out for this. Yes, it's not that many of us, but these things, mace. 326 DPS. Of course, being recon noted does have the ability to jump out, and they do very nicely. Couple will go down to those slings. And now on this side, well, shields, we don't see those, but we do see a lot of rogues. And for now it's still fine, but Imp, what are you able to do? You don't even very good target, honestly. Yeah, she might be able to run around and like, I don't know, stun a couple of these. But that's about it, and you don't even because Fence is home. So this is still kind of scary for Mumble Clan, not gonna lie. I mean, stopping even just 9 little rogues is quite difficult. But Fences on this side, well, you do have enough of them that it probably won't be a bad time. And oh, we had another one of those imps. Now, does this imp stun more or does it stun the same ones? It stuns the same. Right. Still not bad, of course, taking down a lot of Scorchers. Because, well, Scorchers deal a lot of DPS and they are still quite expensive. Over here there is now 900 reclaim, over here 1.7 thousand. These little glaives do get cleaned up, but one mace went down. Mace is 400. Still not great to see that go down. Faraday does do the same thing as an imp, just way worse. And imp ball, or a sling ball. Could you do something against those? Most likely. Not yet though. Also, airplane plant switch is coming in, and lance. Long range artillery. Over here we do also have jump at switch. So could be very interesting later on. Over here, south team, we don't really have any switches at all. Anyways, over here, yep, that's a lot of glaives and that's a lot of rogues. Rogues do not like to be facing glaives, and all of the rogues and bandits do go down. Now that's 2.1 thousand reclaim. That's a lot. And over here, well, you won't be able to push in there soon. Or at least not yet. That's all fine. Ravagers, being able to soak damage over here could take down those slings. Which is something that your fences aren't able to do unless they stay in radar wobble. But the slings do take them down. Right. Only 5 little Ravagers with the DPS from the Reavers, it shouldn't be a big deal. Over here, well, that was a single knight going down, that's also not too bad, and that does mean you know that this lance are on the other team. Already 2 lance out over here, and Phoenix as well. I'm pretty sure that some of these players, as in like Moji, I do think they like Phoenix, from what I've heard on the forum, or like Red. I think they're one of those players who does like using them. Even though I don't really like them. But anyways, over here they do burn the slings alive. And the slings will most likely all survive. They will just get heavily damaged by the fire. Slings now... well, fine. Most of them have gone down, actually. And watch out with that commander. Yes, that is a very juicy target for their imp. But maybe just don't put your commander there as bait. I mean, you know there is double lance, that's just one-shotting your commander. You know that, right? Over here we finally start to see a shield ball, but not actually from a Seinen. Rather from Masper. With double Felon even. A lot of DPS. And against Firewalker, the thing I'm every time like, oh, is it good? Is it not? I don't think Firewalker is good against shields. But I know that I've said the opposite before. Anyways, glaives, yeah. As long as those Felons are out of shields, they're not really that scary. But they weren't, and there was an outlaw in there as well. Which, even though it might not do a lot itself, is very useful as support. And, well, Ravagers now over here. Sure, but like, how good are they against knights? I do think they're good in these numbers at least. And there goes your Phoenix. Goodbye. Jotun! What's that commander doing? It's still quite vulnerable. Over here, I'll just scouting should definitely stay out of range of the anti-air. Because, yeah, Angler, I'm pretty sure it is, right? No, Vandal. Sorry. Yeah. It's not the most effective anti-air, but it's definitely good enough to take down one single owl. This Velen sneaking behind is not going to work because, well, it doesn't do a lot on its own without a shield. Over here we do still have like more stunned things. Over here one fencer is stunned. Here we've got a couple of reavers. But I mean, not that much. Ravagers aren't really able to get into the enemy base, but looking at the economy 140, 120. That's a big difference. 110, 140. An even bigger difference. Yeah. Also, like, why are you still not using this bandit? I mean, I know that there isn't a lot for it to do, but it definitely could be doing something. I just don't know what it should be doing, but oh well. I guess neither does Asanan. And, well. Glaives, are you able to sneak through? Well, Lance doesn't want you to. You don't take down the Phoenix yet. But the Phoenix also doesn't drop any bombs. Over here I missed another imp. Which, well, isn't great, but I mean... most things stayed up and there is a Dante on the field already. So, yeah. Even going to start constructing a singularity reactor now behind your base. Yeah. Gonna be honest, I think Team North is going to win this. Unless Team South has a miracle. As in, they stunned the Dante, they captured the Dante, something like that. But I mean, they lost their rover factory. So, capturing isn't going to be easy. Over here, we've got like double Firewalker. Shields could still do something, but I mean, how much do you have, really? And one Thunderbird and it's all gone. Shields are being drained by the ball itself, of course. And Catastrophe definitely does need to take their commander away before the Felons start using DPS. Oh well, didn't really have that much shield left anyways. So it was a little too late. And over here, that's another glaive ball, and that is one dead pylon. That is one dead and very nice exploding. A fusion reactor. There goes. Took a while, but it's fine. And over here, well, Lico. Yeah, I said Thunderbird. Lico works as well. It's a little bit easier because you don't really have to pay attention to having other units around, but it's fine. 30 versus 60 income. 30 versus 60? Not sure who you're talking about. I mean, over here we got like 21, 24, 25, something like that. Don't think anyone on their own has like 30. Let alone 60. And for teams it's like 100 versus 130, 140. Still though, yeah, it's a big economy difference and it's not going to work unless, well, there is a lot over here. As in, big shield ball. How much does the big shield ball do? There is a big Lico over there. Maybe we will now see Thunderbirds coming out. I mean, these defenses could go down. That's fine. Lico now coming in and boom. Yeah, once your shields aren't fully up and the Lico just wants to go through the shields, it kinda just murders them. They're all dead. Or at least most of them are. At least your DPS is dead. Your felons are gone. That's most of it. Anyways, over here, that's also very scary. Having 10 imps ready to go. Yeah. I mean, it's surprising Noding's commander is still up. Considering the fact that we've got like double lawns here for like 5 or 10 minutes already. And I've nuked people in 1v1s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure No, I know that I've seen a nuke before in a 1v1. Doesn't happen often though. And you're going to try and do something with an iris maybe? I mean, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, this game is kind of over. But let's just keep going. Maybe they do still know of a tactic that I haven't thought about in order to just abolish a Mumble clan. Get your teammate to just have them give up voluntarily. It's the most likely scenario for you to win. Yeah. Anyways, I'm going to ask you to subscribe to the channel because I don't like doing that, but I have to. And I don't have anything else to talk about anyways, except for like the Impton over here that I once again missed. Man, am I good at just completely missing them. And how about your commander? It is still up. Wow. Ooh, sneaky imps even. A boom. I got one. Of course, one of the worst ones. But still, I got one. And your conjurers aren't very useful. On the other side, I mean, well, the shield ball is kind of gone. It's in the middle, I guess. There is some shield ball left in the middle. But double Lico coming in. Factory, it's gone. Licos both stay up. That means that the plate for Masper is now inactive. And, well, we do still have a bit of a force from Team South, but let's be honest, most of it is gone. Ravagers will clean the rest up. And that very weak shield ball, I mean, it's double outlaw, double thug, that's it. And half of your units are even outside of the shield. Over here, well, glaives are going to come in and clean up. They're going to clean shop. And over here, well, yeah, more shield balls, and yeah, goodbye. There you go. Took a while. So, well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.